Hello, on this video we're gonna review how stores can edit their profile. This is obviously very important since this is gonna be your public face pivot, and essentially you wanna make it as appealing as possible for brands to wanna be able to book in your store just from looking at your profile. So to get started, to show you, I'm here in the dashboard, which is the main page where we start when we log in. So to change your profile, we actually have to come to this menu here all the way down to my account. So if you have a smaller screen, you might have to scroll down a bit to get there. So let's press on my account and it immediately brings you to the profile setup. So these are other things that we review in other videos. Right now we're gonna focus here on the edit profile. So right now it's empty since this is a pretty new account that we created for this. But you can just press here in edit profile and we can get started one by one. So the name, you can change it here, and here the logo is essentially the logo for your store. I'm gonna use the logo for one of our brands, so I don't have a logo available easily. And then you can save one by one as you go, or you can do all the edits and save them, so just step by step. So for the pictures, you actually want to upload pictures that are wide. Essentially imagine that the brand that is looking at your profile has never been at your store, right? So you have to try to get wide pictures that really show the vibe of your store. What are you trying to essentially give the feeling through these pictures of what it feels like to be in your store. And another ideal picture is if you can put a picture from how your store looks from outside. So in these examples that I'm doing, I'm taking a store that already exists, so I couldn't find the right picture for the exterior, but that's another picture that is really important. So as you can see, you can save the pictures one by one, and then it'll show here. And then you can also decide which one you want to show first just by pressing on set as main picture. So whenever you do that, it's gonna come here and it's gonna show it first within your profile, as you can see. So let's continue filling the profile. We're gonna come down here and essentially do store type. So here you're gonna get a drop down options of some store types that we've seen before. And if you feel none of these fit to your store, feel free to let us know here in the support button right here to the left. You can actually just click and you can ask for us to add something, and if it makes sense or possible, we'll definitely add it for you. Least expensive and most expensive item is really the cheapest thing in terms of price that you sell in your store and the most expensive. So this is something that we put in your profile because brands, they know their average ticket, they know their price range. So this is something very useful for them to know if their brand is a fit with your store. And then in average ticket, $100 is good. In the store in Miami that we operate is $70, so I'm just gonna go with that. And then here on website, you wanna put the information for your URLs. So for example, here you have to put the entire name of the website for your brand, for your store, sorry. And then here you actually want to copy the URLs. So I'm going to show you how you do that. So it's not just putting your username, it's really going to your profile and copying the URL here in the top and inputting it here. And same thing for the Facebook account. I didn't write it well. Here it is, build market. Let's put it here. Save it for now. So you can see how the average ticket already changed, the items range. Oh, I didn't select a store type, so it's empty. Let's select a store type. This is a boutique. Just fill out this information. So the final part of your profile is the statistics about who your customer is and your seasonality. So this is important because brands don't know who your customer is, right? But they do know who their brand customer is. So by looking at this information, and we recommend you do it as specific and as accurate as you possibly can, brands can look at who your customer is and understand, oh yes, this customer is a fit with my brand, so it makes sense to book here, or perhaps it's not a fit, so even though I love the store, maybe it's not the right fit for my brand. So in terms of statistics, I'm just gonna put the information I have for my information in kind of the demographics that we have for our store in Miami, just to put something there. But essentially you want to add things that go to 100%, right? So it makes sense in terms of the percentage of your customers. We definitely guide more towards the female customer, maybe even, I would say 65%, 35%. And then the seasonality is how good your sales are in a given month. So as we all know, this is a very seasonal business. So as much as information you can provide brands so they know the expectations of the sales in your store, it's very useful. So 10 would be the best months in terms of sales. 1 would be the lowest months in terms of sales. So for us in Miami, January and December are definitely the best months. So I'm gonna put those as 10. Then November is actually pretty good. I'm gonna put that as an 8, 9. February is good, but not as good as the other two, so I'm gonna put that as an 8, and then perhaps here already a 7. It's 7. So June is definitely our slowest month with July, so I'm gonna do the 1s there, and then for the rest is kind of in between. So it's gonna be about 6, 5, 5, 5. And look how this is adapting, so the brands will be able to see that, right? So I'm gonna press update here, so it's safe. I'm not sure if I already saved this, so I'm gonna press save as well just to be safe. And you can see, okay, so now everything I've done is now visible. Here are my pictures. Here is the information I put. Here is the seasonality, the female male split, and the age, right? So now I'm providing information to the store, and here is the map that I also put with our address. So this information is pretty complete. We are missing the spaces, which is essentially what you actually sell, the spaces you sell in our platform, but that's something we tackle in another video. You're welcome to see it as well.